Yeah, so I'm Sophie Tarbat, and my grandpa died recently. He was a very wonderful man, someone that I was very, very close with. We had a very close relationship. Um, yeah, and he'd had cancer for nearly 40 years. But at the start of lockdown, he began to lose his mobility. And so that's when Ashgate came in and looked after him. He was being taken care of at home by my grandma, and my mum and my grandma were going in daily to change him, wash him, and it took its toll. So my mum contacted Ashgate and asked if he could be seen, and so carers came in twice a day, 2 carers in the morning and night to look after him. And yeah, so he was taken care of at home the whole time he was ill. So it kind of meant that he had a longer life. I honestly don't think that he would have lived for as long if Ashgate hadn't come in and taken care of him. It made him, they took away his pain, so he wasn't in pain. And they just he was able to stay at home with my grandma, which was what they both wanted. And so Ashgate made that happen, basically. Best thing was just the carers and how they always made him smile. And I don't know, it took, I keep saying it, but it took so much pressure off my family. And the stress wasn't, we were just all having the nicest time that we could before we knew that he was going to die. But it just meant we could spend so much more time together, and that when we went over and saw him, he wasn't in pain and he was there, and we could it just gave him such a better quality of his final bit of life. Yeah, so I wasn't actually there when this happened, but the day that he died, that morning, so one of his carers had told him weeks before that she could play the trumpet, and he was really into his music, and he always wanted her to play it, but she never did. And on this morning, he wasn't really conscious. He was very out of it. But they say that he could still hear. And she came in, it was a really nice, lovely, sunny morning. And she brought her trumpet and she played Somewhere Over the Rainbow in their garden. And yeah, I wasn't there, but my mum said it was so emotional. My mum filmed it, and it was a moment that we will never forget.